This is 95 going downtown Miami. Got to do a landscaping job estimate. So I'll show you how I measure for the sod and everything. Downtown Miami right there. So once I get there, I'll show you how I do everything. Alright, so I'm here now at the property to get the measurements for the sod and a landscape job. So I just got done doing the lawn service on this property, but they basically want all new sod right in here on the side, and then through here on this by this tree, and like right here they want a rock bed with a couple flowers going around the tree, kind of coming out here, coming right here on the side of the driveway. And then they want rocks, same gray stone on this side right here, some plants right here in the front, and then some privacy hedges on the side here, and then side going back here to the back. And then I got to measure the back also. So got my measuring wheel ready, and I'll take you through and I'll show you how I go about doing this estimate. So we start about right here. So we got all this, so we go down long ways first. Take your wheel, go down long ways first. Go all the way down to the end of where you're going, whatever area that you're doing with sod. So you go all the way down. Some wild chickens out here. Wild chickens, oh, they're going crazy. Going crazy. I don't know what to do. Wild chickens. Alright, so what we got? Okay, so we got 75 going long ways, and then you go the other way. So you do the width of it. 75. So I went from the house to the fence, and that's 18. So you take those measurements, 75 times 18, and that's what would be your square footage for your sod. So now I gotta go back here and measure back here. This is all gonna be sod back here. So what we do, same thing, go long ways with your measuring wheel. Long ways. So I got 31. Reset it. And then go your width. So 31 by 18. So you would times those together. 31 times 18. And that's what your measurements would be for your square footage for your sod. So that's how much sod you would need. So normally a pallet of sod is 450 to 500 square foot, depending on where you get it. You know, so you just either get a half pallet or just whatever would cover. You know, you always want to get a little bit more. You don't want to be going back to the store to get more. So then I would measure out and see how much rock I would need. So all this bed right here is going to be rock. So same thing as the sod. You measure out this area, which is a little bit different because there's a big tree right here. And then see how like this is two different areas. You would measure this area here separate from this long area here. And also this side right here needs sod also. So I'd have to measure this out. and then you can get bulk rock, mulch or something like that, or you can, I go to Home Depot and Lowe's for a lot of my stuff. And the reason why I go to the big box store for a lot of my landscaping stuff is, say you go to a nursery, you pick up some stuff, they don't have enough of it, or you need to get more of that, they would have to reorder that stuff. If you get it from the big box store, you can just go to another local one, go somewhere to another one, and then you can get the remainder of what you need. So I go both places. I go to nursery and then I go to the big box store also. So it just depends on, like this little area here though, I would probably just go ahead with the bag rocked. It'd be a lot easier to transport here. So I'd get the bag rock because they want it, just for this area and this area here. And then they want bag rocked to this area here. And then I would get the weed barrier. You want to get the good matte weed barrier, and see how that driveway is, it's all the way up there. So we would have to fill that in with fill dirt. And this side over here is where you want it. You want it about that level right there. So we would dig this out right here and make that so the rock can go up against the concrete. So it's not going over top of the concrete when it rains, because we get a lot of rain here. So we'd fill this area in, the low area, and then we would dig out the high area out to even it out, and then get all this ready for the rock. That way it stays in place. And then put the weed barrier down first. That way you're not getting all kinds of crazy weeds. We'd have to go through, clean up all the leaves and everything. And that's what I would do. I would go through, I would measure out and see exactly what I need. I'd put all those prices together, and then I would add my labor, gas, time, and everything on top of that, and that's what the price would be. All right, so I just wanted to take you through, this one's, downtown Miami. I'm going to take you through this estimate, and show you how I do it. All right, this is North Miami Avenue here. Take you through and show you downtown's pretty much right there, Plan on getting more and more work in downtown. Miami Avenue is what it looks like. Just what you would think Miami looks like, ain't nothing special, I suppose, but I just like the city life, man. I just love the city life. I lived in the country too. I love the country too. I'm gonna give me a acreage place out, in the country, but I just love the city life too. So I figure I'd take you through, show you what I go through on a daily basis on, I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Dade County, Hialeah, Opelika, all those places, every day. So figure I'd take you through, I was coming to do this landscaping estimate, so I figured I'd take you and show you, Miami. I'm not going to go all the way into the city, because it's hard to get through there with traffic and everything, and there ain't hardly no parking for anything or anything like that. That'll be another video, later on. But I figure I'd take you through and show you a little bit of what. Let me zoom out a little bit. What downtown Miami looks like. This is it,